News just in tonight, Russia has been banned from the 2020 Summer Olympics and the 2022 Winter Olympics and, of course, World Championships. 4-year ban for basically manipulating doping laboratory data. Now, this has come from WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency. Big news, Scott, and one that I'm sure Vlad Putin won't be particularly happy about.
No, this is a massive embarrassment for them. As you know, this has happened in the past, but Russia was given the opportunity to get back. But when they provided all the data, it showed very clearly that they've been manipulating all the data in terms of their testing regime. So once again, they've been banned. This means that it's not just the Olympics, the Summer Olympics, the Winter Olympics. It also means in terms of the Soccer World Cup as well. Now, in terms of the Olympics, it means that it means that the Russian flag won't fly. But if an athlete can prove they are clean, they can perform, they can participate under a neutral flag. But this is a big blow to Vladimir Putin's reputation. They do like their sport, and this is a very strong indication that they haven't really cleaned up their act at all.
Let's get the latest. Here's the latest in a report.
No, I don't think this is the end of it. There will be argument and counter-argument. There's likely to be an appeal from Russia. They have 21 days to appeal that decision to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, and they're highly likely to do that. Now, I'm in Lausanne, which is the home of the International Olympic Committee. You'll be able to see over my shoulder the clock's just ticked down to 227 days to go to the Tokyo Olympics. But as it stands, there will be no Russian team in the Tokyo Olympics. There'll be no Russian team in the 2022 Football World Cup in Qatar either. Of course, Russia hosted the Football World Cup to great acclaim in 2018, and that's because of a decision taken just up the road from here by WADA's executive committee, and they've said Russia banned from all global sport for 4 years. So no Russian flag, no Russian national anthem at those events. Of course, this is just the latest development in a Russian doping saga which has gone on for several years now.
All right, Damien, that came from Lausanne just a few minutes ago, so big news in the sporting world.
Yeah, huge, and for many people it'll be, an overdue sort of correction and acknowledgement of some of the rumours that have been flying around world sport for a few years. Of course, huge as far as our competitions coming up go, including Tokyo and the World Cup. But obviously we've had our Grizzles as well. We've had Mac Horton and Sun Yang, the Chinese swimmer, almost come to blows and cause huge social media stinks over, the rumours around the Chinese doping or anti-doping situation. And so that's probably might explain what you were saying earlier about Beijing falling in behind Indonesia for their 2032 Games bid, saying that the Indonesians treated China more friendly. So it's an interesting one, but yeah, look, good to see that they're cleaning up the sport as much as possible. We need integrity in sport.
Okay, now just moments ago, WADA met in Switzerland to answer questions on Russia's future in the Olympics. Let's take a look at what Jonathan Taylor from WADA had to say.
First of all, let's be clear about the totality of the package. This is a 4-year package. It relates to a number of different things. I'll come to participation in events in a moment, but hosting of events for 4 years, plus bidding for events in the next 4 years, which means there won't be events in Russia for longer than 4 years. In terms of participation, the standard is clear. There will be no flag at the events that are covered. We could talk about the events that are covered. Goes down to World Championships in each sport. There will not be a Russian flag, and the athletes will not be participating as representatives of Russia. The details from sport to sport will have to differ, because some are team sports, some are individual sports. There are going to have to be a case-by-case basis. Nevertheless, what is important to note is that the standard says that it is under the control and/or the approval of WADA to ensure appropriate and standardised enforcement